It's Father's Day, the day of fathers, and I'm back at you with the voiceovers. Apologies in advance for any quality degradation in the videos. All the clips I used were recorded on my mom's phone, so we had to use a Google Photos album to export the videos into my camera roll. But enough of the technical talk. So join me as I celebrate Father's Day with my dad, because I am the #1 child in the world. It all started when I woke up early on Sunday morning, and by early I mean at 8 o'clock a.m. because I'm normally out of bed by 10. And then I had the realization that it was Father's Day, so I appropriately started to yawn and exercise my double chin. You know what else I realized? That there were wet spots all over the bed. I patted myself down from head to toe and then found out that it was just my sweat. Must have had a tiring dream last night or something. I started to get out of my heavenly bed, and then I fell and tripped about halfway down. That triggered me and I started to cry, not because of the pain, but because of the searing trauma of the deadly fall. So to cheer me up, I went to say hi to my dog.
Are you ready for Father's Day?
She just sat there on my sister's bed with no expression or emotions whatsoever on her face. So I thought she didn't care about what I had to say. And then I began to cry again because I had been severely damaged by the amount of emotional damage. So I reluctantly told myself that I wouldn't let my deepest miseries ruin this Father's Day for me. After that, I brushed my teeth because I have extreme tooth yellowing, if you didn't know. And all seemed to be going well. But then I started to choke on my toothpaste and nobody was there to give me CPR. So I spit it out, stopped choking, and then I started to cry again! I walked into my closet to pick out my outfit for the day, and then I yet again encountered this mess, a historical pile of clothes that has been forming for the past couple of months. So I picked out my clothes, a good old Texas top, and some bright blue bottoms. I was good to go with my stunning outfit on me. Me and my mom headed out to get Starbucks for my dad, and also the rest of us, but don't tell anyone that because we want him to feel special. I walked up to the car with my mom already in the driver's seat because I'm too young to drive on my own, you probably know that. I opened the modernized door into our Tesla. Elon Musk, please sponsor me. We started to drive and all I saw were the green trees of the city of Austin. I turned around to look at the other window, and guess what I saw? More of the green trees of the city of Austin. And I just revealed the city that I live in. We reached Starbucks, the star of the Bucks. I'm so funny. But as I was saying, we got out of the car and I immediately caught a glimpse of the mighty Starbucks logo. And I filmed a bit of footwork with the blue Nike slides on. Nike, can y'all also please sponsor me? We started to take our orders and all I did was look at my mom tell the Starbucks guy our orders because of my extremely good social skills and ability to talk to others.
Yeah,
I patiently sat at the table waiting for the order as I tried to dodge the other people stealing my spotlight on the camera. Also, I decided to stock up on the napkins because I knew I'd be needing them because of the clumsy clown that I am. I glanced over and saw a very interesting mural. My vanilla frappuccino had finally arrived and so had the other orders. So I proceeded to attempt to open the straw one-handed and needed the help of my mom. Fortunately, she was able to put the straw in because she isn't incapable of casual tasks like I am. She filmed me indulge what can only be described as an intelligent sip from the creamy Starbucks drink. We returned to the car and after driving a bit, one of the coffees decided to absolutely flood the entire car. That was an over-exaggeration, but it did spill a bit. But then it went on gas mode and spilled everywhere, so I had to wipe it with one of the napkins that I smartly took from Starbucks. I looked down and spotted a coffee stain on my bright blue shorts, and I nearly started to cry again because I love those shorts. We arrived back home and I tried to open the door, but I couldn't because of the vanilla frappuccino in my hands. So my sister came to the rescue in her mermaid pajamas.
Give me some frappuccino.
Take it. Hey, you still have to share some. My sister stole it from me, so I started to cry once again out of sheer unsharefulness. We sat on the couch and had some #quality family time with each other. As my elders were having a friendly conversation, my sister was kinda annoying them like she always does. After a while, my mom told me that the vanilla frappuccino wasn't enough, so for breakfast I ate a banana. And as I took my first bite, I almost choked on it again, just like I did with my toothpaste, but I got through it because I am a resilient person. During my second bite, I realized it kind of tasted stale, but I still persevered. And then it was time for lunch. We decided that we would take my dad out for sushi, and I was also feeling pretty hyped because I love sushi. I looked around the house for my blue Nike slides, but I only found one of them, and this was a big tragedy, so I sprinted around the house, super scared that I might be going to lunch with only one of my slides. There we go. Now my slippers aren't divorced anymore. We then hopped into the car. I looked out of the window and I saw the green trees of the city of Austin. I looked down at the seat and saw the coffee stains from earlier this morning. I tried scratching them off with my bare fingernails, but it didn't really help. I kept on waiting to reach the sushi restaurant as I was looking at the green trees of the city, and also I was listening to Texas country music on the radio. When we reached the restaurant and got seated at our tables, I immediately noticed this beautiful piece of napkin art that I tried to do a 360-degree view of, but failed at. And according to the repetitive theme of this video, I once again found myself struggling to open the drinking straw single-handedly. But after multiple daunting tries and loads of determination, I finally managed to open it. I took a sip from the squeaky styrofoam glass, and the water, frankly, it tasted like water. In a bit, the waiter came with the miso soup, and it tasted quite good, but it gave my fragile lips a 3rd-degree burn. My sister was taking pictures of me using my dad's phone, and then decapitating me by the use of Photoshop. And it was sushi time. We ordered something where the sushi's in like some kind of foil, and then the waiter lit a fire. Apparently, it was supposed to cook the sushi based on the laws of conduction, but I was just hunting for the nearest fire extinguisher because I had a feeling it wouldn't turn out well. Taking a look at the sushi, there's only one word rushing through my mind: color. I settled on taking the shrimp tempura roll first, and boy did it taste good. The only thing is that I'm a really messy eater, so I had soy sauce all over my hands, and the sushi was slowly starting to fall apart. To be really honest, I think I'd be able to bypass as a lion based on my eating skills. The cooked sushi was done, and luckily it didn't create a fire in the process. So here's me eating my sushi with Wii Sports music in the background. Edible flour. The edible flour that I ate tasted like literally nothing, and this one edible flour ruined my experience so badly that I'm really convinced to give this restaurant a 1-star review on Yelp. We finished our sushi and we headed off to the next destination, and I want it to be a surprise for you guys too. So my hints are fruit, computer, Any guesses? When we were in the car, I was able to see the green trees of the... When we got to the mall, it seemed to be more crowded than usual, and I got anxious because I'm an introvert and I blame that fully on COVID. As we entered the mall, I did my Naruto run across the floor, but then I tripped very gracefully this time. But I had the motivation to get back on my feet because of my endless resilience. We approached our destination! The Apple Store! The store of apples. Because we decided to get my dad an iPad. I started exploring around the store of apples and spotted a MacBook and an iPad that was playing the Harry Styles ad. And then I made a huge discovery. An iPad that was almost the size of an iPhone. Well, not really, but I thought I'd share the knowledge. It was starting to smell like apples when I came across a drawing app on the iPad as I showcased my experience in digital art. Anyways, my dad chose the MacBook Air instead of the iPad, probably because of the word air. But apparently the Apple Store wasn't enough for my sister, so she wanted to stop at Walmart to get a toy or something like that. And then I realized that the Prime drink is also sold at Walmart, so I ran up to the energy drink section and up to the Prime. Sadly, it was out of stock because of high demand and I nearly cried again. Sorry, this is the last time. We went to check on my sister and all I saw was the color pink at the toy section. She picked up some kind of toy that I don't want to say the name of because it would ruin my reputation. While we were at it, we brought some Texas hoodies for our friends. I went back to the Prime section to see if they restocked it in a matter of 10 minutes or less, but I was out of luck. We walked to the car, drove back, and reached home. Finally, it had been a long day, and all I wanted to do was sit on the couch and play Fortnite. So yeah, that was our Father's Day. So folks, that was the end of the video, and yes, I'm aware that it looks like I'm using a dishwasher as a camera. So tonight, I decided to be a bit of a procrastinator, and I made the impulsive decision to wait until the last minute before I slept just to film this outro, because someone made the decision to binge watch all 3 Shrek movies, plus the musical. Oh my god, why does this light look so bright? Is Jesus coming to take me to heaven? Anyways, y'all, happy Father's Day. Bye-bye.